Yo, what is good? It's your guy Tico, and I am back with NBA 2K22 current gen updates today. And yesterday we received a huge patch on the current gen consoles. Yesterday we had a 55.66 gigabyte patch for the Xbox One, and we got a 44 gig patch for the PlayStation 4. So with that being said, today we're going to look at a whole bunch of player likeness updates, scans, accessory updates in NBA 2K22 for the opening season. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe. It's only free to do so. Hit the subscribe button. Join the current gen G's and the next gen G's. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified when the videos actually drop, because I have tons of videos coming out off just this patch and the next gen patch and other games, Madden, etc. And also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at TicoHDecor to keep up with the latest and greatest updates for all types of sports gaming. It's on and popping. And don't forget to hit that like button. If you hit the like button, it'll be much appreciated to continue to grow the channel. We're on the road to 60K. We got to be right in the YouTube algorithm to get to the next level in the career of us, the gang. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go into NBA 2K22. We do have patch notes. The time I recorded my video yesterday, I had already recorded it and had it finished, but the patch notes had just came out. So I said, you know what, forget it. I went to look into the game to see if I could find more updates, and I found more updates. So it's just gonna be a pretty lengthy video. So get your popcorn ready, because we about to get into it. Let's get it. All right, guys, so we got patch notes from 2K. They actually dropped them on Twitter. They dropped a link, and now we got to go look at them, kind of go over them a little bit, and then we're going to get into the player likeness update. So let's go ahead and go over the patch notes. So going over the season 2, which is almost here. We got 1 day left before season 2 hits for the my career and my players and stuff like that. But we also have new cosmetic updates for this year's 2K for current gen and next gen. But I'm covering current gen first because the next gen is not as much as the current gen. I want to get the current gen out the way because most of the channel is predicated on current gen users. So let's go ahead and go over it a little bit. So we're going to jump straight to the bullet point where it says courts arenas for the following teams were updated to match recent changes made for the new NBA season. So we do have new courts for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Dallas Mavericks, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Phoenix Suns, the Oklahoma City Thunder, which the Jumbotron was actually added, and then you have the Toronto Raptors. So those were the actual visual updates for courts and arenas in the actual current gen version. So we're gonna go ahead and go past that. We're gonna jump into the player likeness updates. I'll come back with a specific video for like shoes, jerseys, and the courts and arenas. Okay, I just wanted to talk about it. So now we're going to go into the following players and coaches have received new scans or had general likeness updates made to them. Now we're going to start out with the NBA players, and then I'll have a separate WNBA video for my WNBA fans out there. One dude said, "We don't care about the WNBA. Ain't nobody gonna watch that." Dude, I don't care what you care about. This is basically my channel, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna cover everything, because this channel covers every update, not just NBA and arenas and all that. It covers every single thing that was added to the game via patch or via server update. All right, so now let me shut up. All right, so we have NBA players updated. I'm gonna go and just read it real quick, and then we're gonna jump into it. Jonathan Kaminga, Franz Wagner, Josh Giddy, Moses Moody, Evan Fournier, Jabari Parker, Derrick White, Payton Pritchard, Keon Johnson, Trey Mann, Cameron Thomas, Trey Murphy III, Herbert Jones, Charles Bassey, Scotty Bowens, Isaiah Jackson, Eton Thomas, Derrick Favors, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Tyler Johnson, and Marvin Bagley III. Well, I found more than that. I found way more scans and made way more player likeness updates than just those guys. So basically what we're gonna do is go over my list of all the things that I found. I found about 38 players. That's not 38 players on the patch. And then on top of that, we got WNBA players that were added too. So Tyler Johnson was updated. So, okay, so here's Tyler Johnson. Let's go to edit player, check him out. And this is the newer version of Tyler Johnson with all the hair. Yeah, this looks like Jack Harlow. No, but this is the newer version that played for the Nets last year, and Goody's updated because I'm pretty sure someone's going to sign this cat, but this does look like him, and he does have hair that's actually curly on his head. It's updated and way better than last year's. The one we had last year was like about 2 years old, so I wanted to go ahead and just kick it off the free agent. But what we can do is go down to the Siggies real quick, check out the Siggies, go to the back, go all the way down to the chew gum face, and now we can get the close up. And as you can see, you know that this Tyler Hero You know that this Tyler Johnson was actually updated due to the hair moving, because if you switch the different columns, you'll see the hair move. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you know that the player likeness update was updated, especially if like the player had hair and it didn't move before, it was updated. And let me read a note for you guys. It says the following players and coaches have received new scans or had general likeness updates made to them. So basically the general likeness updates can be like tech, like the technology of the actual scan and the hair movement, like the tech to make the hair move and those type of things, or just subtle likeness updates like tattoos or just like facial features and stuff like that. It actually happened to the player when they actually update that. So I had to go back and do my research on that, and I didn't want to rush this out. I kind of wanted to just show you guys and give y'all like the proof of how it actually works. But let's go ahead and look at the jump ball rituals. As you can see, Tyler's tattoos were added to his arm and to his arm on the other side, like his inner arm, and then his knuckles in his hand, as you can see, right? So this stuff is pretty dope, and shout out to 2K for getting this stuff updated right around the time of the season starting. And I knew they would do it because they're actually catching up. But let's go back to the close-up, look at the hair shake a little bit, and yeah, so we got Tyler Johnson, and we're good to go with him. So let's go ahead and jump to the next player. So now we have Charles Bassey. Charles Bassey, brand new face scan, brand new player likeness update, general likeness updates. I mean, he wasn't even in the game before, and he just got added to the game like this. And look at it, we have an actual face with blemishes, with freaking, look at this right here, moles. We have stubble, marks all on his face and stuff like that, the haircut. So yeah, this is a legit scan in the current gen version of 2K. Look over his eye too, you see the marks where over the eyebrow right here in the corner. So it's just like pretty cool. And you see the moles, like you can actually go in and just look at the detail on these players. And it's always a great experience to go in into your My Career or to your My NBA and play 2K with all the real deal scans and likeness updates of each player, which I like to do that because it's so much realistic and it feels more immersive when you do so. So check it out right here. We have the chew gum face. Look, this is just like up close and personal, man. Check it out. It's like dope. It's cool. Basically with the current GMGs, y'all thought y'all were left out when it came to updates, or when it comes to updates, because this scan is not in the next gen version. It's not in the next gen version. And yeah, so you guys got it first. And I told you that in previous videos that sometimes the next gen players don't get what the current gen players get. Sometimes the current gen players get stuff faster, and sometimes the next gen players get some faster. So it solely depends on which dev team uploads the assets first to the patch update, or to Microsoft or to Sony and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly how it works. And I'm just excited to see that 2K is getting an update. The NBA season is back, and I'm happy about that as well. So Charles Bassey got the face scan, jump ball rituals. We good to go. Let's get it. The next player we're gonna look at is Dosunmu. And this right here, this scan was not a scan because it's like a digital art render from 2K. But this actually comes from the next gen version. It was ported from the next gen version. As you can see, I've went over the rookies a couple times before this patch dropped, and I went over the next gen version where you can see exactly where certain scans are and what they look like, right? So this one is directly ported from the next gen version to the current gen versions. Things like these, they're not gonna put on the patch notes because it was already in the next gen version, so they're just gonna go ahead and throw it in the game. But he was actually added to the game as well, so I just wanted to show you that. Let's go ahead and go down to Siggy's. Check out the Siggy's, and let's go down to Chew Gum Face, get it up close. So yeah, the only thing that's different from the current gen version and the next gen version is the graphical fidelity and the skin tones, like colors, because the colors pop a little bit more on the next gen version when it comes to like these screens for signature screens and like edit player screens, but in game they come off different. But in the current gen version, the colors are a lot different and the skin tones pop a lot different too as well. So I just wanted to break this stuff down for you guys, because I don't think people are really searching the game high and low and spending like 10 11 hours looking through it to see if they can find certain stuff like the way I do on this channel. So go ahead and subscribe. Another player, and this guy was on the patch notes, was updated by the name of Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker was updated in 2K yesterday. This update comes from the next gen update. It was a direct port as well, with the short hair, but the facial hair that's different. And we can go ahead and go to the Siggy's. Check that out. All right, let's go down to Chew Gum Face. And yeah, this is just a fix. So this would be what 2K says the general likeness updates. So like hair, facial hair, just different features and stuff like that for Jabari. Let's go ahead and look at the dunk in motion. As you can see, this one really doesn't look like a scan. It looks like art. It may be a scan that was touched up by the art team, but it really didn't look like the new stuff, you know, the stuff that we see with the more recent scans and the more recent updates in 2K22. So this is Jabari. Didn't want to spend too much time on Jabari because we've seen him before and we know what this looks like. This guy right here, Payton Pritchard, was updated, and this is a real scan. And he was not updated in the next gen version for some reason, but current gen got it first. So let's go ahead and go to edit player. And as you can see, Payton Pritchard, you can tell it's a lot realistic, and it's a scan due to like the face and the textures and like the marks on his face. The eyebrows look way more realistic. The stubble on his mustache is much better. As you can see, the stubble in his goatee that's growing back. And if we go down to the Siggies, check out the Siggies, and we're gonna go all the way down to chew gum, and you get that close up. So we're gonna go ahead and go from the profile, go to left and right. And this is much different from the computer generated one we had last year in 2K21. So the one from 2K21 is literally still in the next gen version. And I don't know why this face is not in next gen, but current gen got it first. So current gen G's, y'all got something first. And yeah, y'all do y'all thing, y'all enjoy it and have fun with it. Now, another player that wasn't in the patch notes for the Celtics is Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart had some general likeness updates. Marcus Smart got some tattoos that were updated and touched. Some facial features were touched due to the art. His hair wasn't updated, but let's go to the signature and let's go back to the up close face and just check out like the touch ups, because you can always tell when they update something from a general likeness standpoint due to how sharp it is and how clear it is. And the tattoos really do stand out a little bit more than before. And the new tattoos, like, it's actually being added to him, which is dope. So let's go to dunk emotion, look at the face. And he was actually hooping last night versus the Knicks, man. He was out there hitting some big threes, going to overtime at Madison, man. That's crazy. But check it out, though. We're going to go ahead and look at the tattoos on his arm. This is crazy. Let's go ahead and try to get a better look by going to the shoes and gear. All right, that's a little bit closer. So check out the tattoos, the updates on Marcus Smart. This is dope. Hopefully they can get a scan of Marcus Smart, because he is like a very instrumental player in the NBA, and he's been around for a while, and some people do like to rock with him, especially the Celtic fans out there. So yes, we got Marcus Smart. He was not in the patch notes. Now, how I found him is I looked at the next gen patch notes, and I wanted to piggyback and see exactly if the same thing happened on next gen that was on current. And when I went to next gen and then I came to current gen, it was the same exact update. It just wasn't stated on the current gen notes. So yes, I like to take my time and do this for you guys. The next player that was touched was JScrub. JScrub is actually updated, general likeness update. We actually got a face scan in the game, and everything was touched up pretty much. So if we go down to the Siggies and look up close, yeah, this guy was touched. He doesn't look the same. You can tell that subtle updates were made to his face. And at first, JScrub wasn't even in the game. Like, so to get him in the game, yeah, it's a big thing, because I didn't ever see no JScrub, like, for real, for the Clippers in this game. Especially when I started my career, I didn't see this cat. Like, I didn't see this cat. And then last year's 2K21, it was a fake face. So shout out to 2K for getting this in. And just look at the quality of it. Let's go to the intense dunk face. You know it's a scan by just how the blemishes actually hit on the face when you go from the profile. You can literally see those blemishes on his jaw. You can see that stuff like scanned in through the rig. And yeah, it's dope. It's fire, bro. Like, just to have like more realism in the game makes the game more immersive. And yeah, that's that. The next player that was updated via patch 1.7 for current gen in 2K22 was Keon Johnson. Keon Johnson, the young bull, wasn't even in the game. This bull had a fake face, but now check him out. This is a legit real deal scan ported from the next gen version into NBA 2K22 current gen. For all my current gen G's out there, check it out, man. Look at the freaking face. Like, look at the hair, look at the beard, look at the stuff, the stubble growing in. It don't get no realistic than this, man. Let's go to the body. I don't see any tattoos. I don't know if this guy has tats. I didn't really did much research on like exactly how his aesthetics look in the game, but this is his face, and it does look really good. It looks just like the next gen version. I will be back with the next gen video, and then I'll do a both gen comparison too as well to show you guys. But let's jump into the Siggies. go all the way down and chew gum. And let's just get that close up with the hair. And the hair always got to be on point because like hairstyles really make things stand out in 2K when it comes to player likeness updates. So intense dunk face. Check it out, man. It's just giving you a little bit more of a different side of how this guy looks. You can see like facial expressions, and that's how you really get deep into it. And then we can go into jump ball rituals to watch this guy move around a little bit. And yeah, so this is cool. His neck is a little big. I don't know if he's built like that for real, but I know that's the head. You know, I always got to critique it a little bit, but yeah, we got him in the game. Super excited to just get more people in the game, man, for real. All right, so let's get out of this and go to the next player. Now we're here with the Atlanta Hawks and Jalen Johnson. Basically, this Jalen Johnson is a port over from the next-gen version. He was updated with a general likeness update. Now, this is an art update. This is just like art, but you can tell when things were touched with the actual player likeness update. It's funny because 2K, like I said, they won't tell you exactly what happens in the game or like what they do, or as far as certain players that are already in the game, but when they do like the little touch-ups, or they only do that for next gen on the patch notes. But it takes a person to go in and just look at it and just to do the research to find it. So you'll be good. But let's go ahead and go into Siggy's and go up close. And this is the direct port from the next gen version of Jalen Johnson. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and look at it. I mean, we've seen it before. If you have next gen and you watch my videos, you've literally seen it, but you have not seen the improvements for general likeness updates, like as far as hair and face shapes and just little intricate stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just little intricacies that 2K does, because I feel like they don't have the stuff finished. So they go in and they just keep tweaking it and keep tweaking it and keep tweaking it and keep updating it. So that's exactly what happens in this stuff, man. And it's pretty crazy, but we got Jalen Johnson. Don't want to spend too much time on Jalen Johnson. Let's go to the next player. The next player that was actually updated with a general likeness update was Keon Jones in 2K22 current gen. Keon Jones, you can see, you get like the digital art render. This is a direct port from next gen into the current gen version of 2K22. And like I said, the general likeness updates only give you subtle updates and a little bit more quality. You pay a little bit more attention to detail versus what it was before the patch actually hit. So go in, let's go ahead and go back up to the close-ups. You know we like using the screen now. That's our new screen. And you can see the mustache and stuff that was touched up by the art. Just look at it. If you do have a 4K monitor or like 1440p monitor, go ahead and use that. So you can literally see exactly how these things were updated and get like the full quality out of it. Because if you don't have anything like crazy with graphics and stuff like that, you won't be able to see it as much. Like I have a 4K monitor over here, Xbox Series X with the current gen version, using an M Classic to update it, give it a little bit more of sharpness and quality. So yeah, you'll be able to see exactly what's happening, especially on the new gen consoles. All right, so yeah, that's him, and I just wanted to go over him. Didn't want to spend much time on him, but just to let you know that he was done. And the next person that was updated was Udoka as a bouquet. Shout out to my dude Pete Toll. He actually DM'd me yesterday morning, and he did find his face before the patch notes actually dropped, and I did go over it and double check. So let's go into edit player. And as a bouquet, it's much different. This was touched up. This is a face scan, and he had some player likeness updates, well, some general likeness updates added too, as well, with the hairstyle and facial hair and stuff like that. As you can see, like on the side, you can tell by, if you look at the layers of like how the hair is on the side that's faded growing back, that's how you know it's the skin, and the brows, the facial features. And then when we go into signature, I love going into Siggy's, because when you go into Siggy's, that's how you can really see like how it actually works and get them close-ups. So there you go. So now the side profile under the neck. Yep, so that's pretty dope. Intense dunk face, where you can get emotion and see if it's like close to what he looks like when he's mad, or if he dunks, or if he has some type of emotion, period. Jump ball rituals. Let's get him moving around a little bit. You can see him in a different light, and then you just see him standing. So yeah, so that's Udoka as a bouquet. All right, the injured person, injured on the roster, Rudy Gay. The next person that was updated was Rudy Gay. Just general likeness updates to Rudy Gay, not much, just a tat touch up, facial feature touch ups. Let's go to Siggy's, and as you can see, that tat update happened. Yeah, he had the tat, but it just wasn't as, detailed or whatever. But yeah, check it out. Look at the side of it. You can see the facial hair, like the little stubble growing in. You check out the edge up hair, stuff like that. So yeah, it's just, at first Rudy had short hair, and then they actually put the long hair on him, and now it's just, just touching it up over time. Like I said before, if you just pay attention to 2K and what they do, they'll literally show you exactly what they do. But yeah, we're gonna look at Marvin Bagley III. Now, at first Marvin had like the fro, but now this is a really, really big update due to the technology that 2K is using in the next gen version, as far as like the hair moving and the quality of that type of stuff. That's how you know. And if you look at the skin tone and how it stands out, it's a lot more realistic into scan, so it's gonna pop out much more than the normal scans from previous games like 2K21, 2K20. So if we go down to the signature, go to the Siggies, go back, go to Chew Gum Face, and as you see that hair moving, that's how you know it's a new tech scan, right? Because the hair is moving. That's a general likeness update when the hair moves, and when they add that tech, like the intense dunk face, the hair is moving. Yeah, with the brand new scan. If you get side profile pics, it's a scan as well too. You can tell by like the blemishes deep in the skin that it's kind of like turn into like marks. So yeah, this is pretty dope. Jump ball rituals, as you can see, general likeness update on his tattoo on his forearm. That was active, and then he got a tattoo right there, and the inside too as well. So let's go back up close. Let's go here. Yep, and that's how you really know. I mean, you just got to really go through it and just pay attention. So if we go to shoes and gear, you can see the tattoo as well. Spin him in circles, you can see it behind his arm. Shoes are fire, dog, for real. So yeah, man, this is quite impressive that 2K drops this many updates in the game. Now, Wayne Selden Jr. was added to the game opening day, and he has a face scan as well. He was added to the game. He was added to the Knicks in the move. And as you can see, this is a real face of Wayne Selden Jr. It has the eyes, the beard, the hairstyle, everything is on point. The tattoos on the shoulder. Let's go down to the signatures and go back to close-ups. And as you can see, tats on the shoulders, see the face, the profile, the blemishes and stuff in his face. It's just much different. Let's go ahead and look at the dunk emotion and intense face. Yeah, this is unique. I think this is really unique. It's really dope. Because you really don't pay attention to this stuff until it's like really dropped in the game. And when the season starts, it gives you more a little bit. When the season starts, it gives you a little bit more enthusiasm to wanna, look at every player and just be excited, as a whole. But yeah, Wayne Selden Jr. for the Knicks, added via roster update season opening. And I mean, yeah, I'm just excited to be doing this again, guys, for us to ramp that thing up. But yeah, let's go ahead and just spin him in circles. Yeah, because you got to get the most out of it. Shout out to everybody, but shout out to everybody who wanted LeBron James in the current gen community, because guess what? We got LeBron James. We got LeBron James in the game, guys. Finally, let's give 2K a hand for that. Bigger beard LeBron. Now, the thing that's really just getting me about it is that the way the light is hitting the beard. The beard is supposed to be a little bit darker, and he's supposed to have the gray strands in it, but I think it's just a color issue. Like I said, it's a color palette issue when it comes to a direct port from next gen and the current gen with this LeBron James scan. But it's him. The only thing that's different about Bron now that's right in real life, is that the mustache literally connects to the beard. So if you've seen Bron play opening night, his mustache was connected to the beard. It wasn't cut like that, but the beard is big like that, but it just wasn't cut. And if you go down to signature and you go back to Siggies and go up to here, you can see closer. So the mustache it's like connecting with the beard. You get what I'm saying? Let's look at the intense face. His nose was touched too, so this is just a direct port. This is just something that 2K used from next gen with the assets to drop into current gen. So current gen G's, y'all finally got him. I mean, y'all were in my DMs and y'all were in the comments going crazy over LeBron James. I was like, we gonna get him, y'all. Just like relax. It's not even the beginning of the season yet, and we got him. So shout out to 2K for getting him in. We got Big Bron. Bam. Okay. The next person that was messed with was DeAndre Jordan. All right, DeAndre Jordan was updated in 2K, and the reason I say that with like a general likeness update, they added a headband to him, which I don't really remember him wearing a headband in the game. Maybe he's gonna wear it this season. Maybe I'm just tired or something because it's like mad early, but yeah, he has a headband on his head. And as you can see, we go to Siggy's, get them up close looks. But this right here is not a scan, so let's just get that right. It's a digital art render, and I don't know if they're gonna scan them. They probably will, but this is him, and this is the freaking headband. I think that's the Fury headband on him. So yeah, they added, I don't even know, just I just wanted to go over it because they didn't put it in the patch notes, so I just want to go ahead and go over that for you guys so y'all can see it. All right, let's go to the next player. All right, guys, so Cole Anthony got an update. All right, so he got a general likeness update. Basically, with Cole Anthony, you can tell that the actual textures on his face were touched up. You can see bumps. You can see facial hair a lot more clearer. You could just see more detail in the face. Yeah, he has an update. Yep, he sure did. He didn't get hair, though. Like, for some reason, his hair is, like, much longer than this. And he didn't get it, and he actually rocks a headband, too. So, he didn't get that. So, but let's go to signatures, and I'm going to show you more updates. This guy has tattoos. He has, like, all his tattoos. Hold up real quick. Let's go to the shoes and gear. And his tattoos were all updated the correct way. So, they were reapplied. As you can see on the back, you see photos and writing and just different art. As you can see, the jersey. And if you look on his leg too, you'll see it like right in the front. Yeah, we got some updates to Cole Anthony. So we got some face updates, some touch-ups, and we got some tattoos. And if we go to Siggy's, let's go back to Chew Gum. As you can see, you do get to see the close-up of the quality. Watch this in the highest quality. Don't watch it in 480p or 720. Watch it in 1080p, 1440p, or 4K. And you'll be able to see exactly what was updated. Yeah, but yeah, check him out. Moving, the tats, different emotions. So fire. So fire. Just we got to get the hair updated, 2K. All right. So Franz Wagner was actually on the patch notes. So his face was ported. This is a scan. This looks really good. Probably one of the best scans in the game from a quality standpoint. If you look at it, looks just like the next gen version. Just a direct port with the right assets and tech. And this thing is looking pretty fire, bro. Look at it from the side. You see his marks, his little moles and little just indentions and stuff like that, which is dope. Let's go ahead and go to Siggy's and get that close up real quick. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that. Look at that. This is him. So whoever's a fan of Franz Wagner and needed rookies or wanted more rookies or wanted to start your My NBA or go into your My Career with the Orlando Magic, check it out. You got your guy. Intense dunk face. Look at him real quick. The eyes really is what get me, man. It's like realistic. It's like bad crazy. What shoes he got on? He got Kyrie's, and they didn't even give him the Giannis shoes. They gave him some different shoes. So 2K, they doing their thing, bruh. They doing their thing. All right. So we're done. Let's go to the next player. All right, guys. So Cameron Thomas, the rookie, finally updated a direct port from 2K Next Gen into current gen. He was on the patch notes as well. So as you can see, this guy looks like himself. Yep. It's good to go. Let's go to the body. I don't see anything special, but just his build. Now, the face looks just like it, and I'm impressed with the graphics, and I'm impressed with what 2K did to bring in the version from next gen and the current gen, making this game look real all around the board. Because if you think about it, what you don't want is different looking, like, quality players. You want it all to be on the same playing fields from an art standpoint where it can match. It can stay in the same realm. You get what I'm saying? So the teeth are right. I did check out the teeth. I saw them on the 2K TV summer league episode. And yeah, this is your boy Cameron Thomas, which hooped and balled out in the preseason. So yeah, this is really good. This is good. I really don't have any rejections or anything about it. I think it's good enough to use. And if you hoop with the Brooklyn Nets and you're a Nets fan and you like Cameron Thomas, you should be happy if you're a current gen player. All right, let's go to the next player. Now, this player right here is an honorable mention, Brad Wanamaker. He wasn't in the patch notes, but you know when you know when something's updated. First and foremost, the community always talked about Brad Wanamaker and how crappy he looked back in the old 2Ks. He didn't have a real face. He didn't have anything going for himself. He was just like a regular 2K render. But if you look at Brad Wanamaker now, you can tell that there was some subtle updates and adjustments. And this is just an honorable mention for like him, but simply because the fact that the community just was giving him a hard time with his scan and his update. Check him out. It looks just like him. This is a scan. You can tell. A great scan. Got the waves, got the beard, got the stubble. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is crazy. Look at his like profile. That is crazy. That's good, man. Shout out to 2K for that. Of course, you know, certain things don't make it to the patch notes, but you know, those general likeness updates, I don't know if it's a pain to try to type in every player, but it can be a pain to type stuff in because I was typing up this list and it felt like it was never ending, bruh. It felt like it was a never ending list and it takes forever for me to edit these. So, I mean, maybe they just don't put them on the actual patch notes for some reason, but yeah, a lot of people say it's the same, but if you like go through this stuff and you really pay close attention to it, you'll know that there were subtle adjustments made via general likeness updates. And now that they put that on the patch notes, it really makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's go ahead and look at a shoes and gear profile look. And if you look at the tattoos, they were really updated and cleaned up real nice. So Brad Wanamaker's in the building. It's about time. Shout out to 2K for Brad Wanamaker though. The next player that was updated and added was Isaiah Jackson. And he was added and updated yesterday via the patch. And he is on the patch notes, ladies and gentlemen. And check him out. I think that this is a digital art render. And this doesn't look like a scan to me because I was doing a lot of research on Getty images and just comparing this version of him to the real version. And they try to get it as close as possible. So I think that this is great to have in just to give us some realism, to make it look realer than just one of those like basic little renders, because the basic stuff just really don't, it don't really give you no realism, right? It's just like one of those situations where you're just playing a game, but his hair is moving, so the tech is there and it's in place, and this placeholder is ready for that scan. So when that scan hit, we're gonna be good to go. So shout out to 2K for getting Isaiah Jackson in, at least to get it this good to the point and to get us prepared for a real scan to drop in the game. So look at the hair, that's like insane. Look at it going left and right. So watch when he goes down. See, that's crazy. 2K. All right, bro. I see you. Okay. Herbert Jones, and Herbert Jones is actually on the patch notes. So let's go in. Here's Herbert Jones. This is a real scan. This is no BS. This is the real stuff. And it looks pretty dope. It looks just like him. Let's go down to Siggy's. Check out the Siggy's. Go back. Go to the bottom. And we are good. Look at that. Yep, profile. Yep, some of these players you ain't really got to go into deep detail about. Just the ones that the notables, that things have changed. But this is a face scan. This is a face scan. And like general likeness updates as far as from an accessory standpoint. As far as the shoes, we don't know what he's wearing. I don't know, maybe he's with a different brand, but it's here. So let's go ahead and jump to the next player. The next player is Brandon Ingram. BI got an update. And how I know that BI got an update, because I did a comparison to the next gen version and I compared it directly to this current gen version. He was not on the patch notes for current gen. This guy was not on the patch notes at all for current gen. So don't let 2K fool you and just let you know like, okay, we didn't get everybody. No. Make sure you're double checking the next gen version, and if you do have them both, just check it. Just check it out. And that's why you subscribe to this channel, because that I'm going to check it out for you. But look, everything that was in the next gen version is in the current gen version, and it's general likeness updates pretty much. It's just like real tight touch-ups with the hair, with the tattoos, with the actual face, the sculpture, the structure, the actual detail. This stuff is updated, man. Jump ball rituals, and the tats look real dope. You can tell that they slimmed his body up a little bit too, as far as like his actual body. The tattoos in the middle of his chest, just so much stuff has been touched. Accessory updates, shoes, like stuff like that really matters. So if you look at it, like the blemish over the eye, like this is the stuff you can't make up. All right, let's go ahead and go to the shoe gear. And as you can see, if you look at the whole body profile, you'll see everything that was updated on Brandon Ingram. This is an up-to-speed, up-to-date Brandon Ingram in NBA 2K. So shout out to 2K for getting BI updated. It's insane, bruh. All right, guys. So the next player is Jeremy Grant. Yes, he was updated. General likeness updates. We do got a little bit more detail in the face. The stubble, everything is popping just a little bit more. It looks a little bit more realistic than it did last year in the previous game. And how I know this is updated is because the patch notes read this guy Jeremy Grant for next gen, and I went in and did my comparisons, spent about an hour and something looking at this stuff, and it was updated. So if you go to Siggy's, the tattoos, all that stuff is there. Let's go ahead and go up close. This is a direct port from next gen, and if you don't believe me, you got a next gen console, turn it on, and I'll do some comparisons too in the video in the future, probably in the next few days. to look over this and show you, but this is updated. Trust me, this is an updated scan. I would not make this up just for views. I would not clout chase for clicks. This is real. Look at the tattoo on the leg, the tattoo on the shoulder. Look at this, man. Shoes, accessories, updated. Let's go ahead and go to that body profile real quick. The shoes and gear, and you'll see. So if you look at the shoulders, you see the birds tattoos on the shoulder, the leg tat, identical. Look on the back, you see tattoos under the sleeve. There are tats, the yin and yang on the ankle, and even on the calf muscles around it, you see tats with the hardened zone. So yeah, this is the same exact one from NextGen. I can't make this stuff up. Not in the patch notes, folks. Not in the patch notes. The next player that was updated, not in the patch notes, once again, was Rodney McGruder. Rodney McGruder got an update, general likeness updates, touched up, same render, same thing. If you look at the middle of the chest, you see the tattoos on the shoulder. You actually see the stretch marks too on his arm if you pay attention. The hair, the face, look at this stuff. Same thing, same exact thing, identical. Let's go into the Siggies real quick and look. Let's go down. Look right here. Let's go up close. Yeah. Yep. This is another update that was updated, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out right here. Look at the side profile. Let's go to jump ball rituals. And yeah, this is just one of those things that they won't tell you. Yeah, that's why this channel was here, literally, is to actually give you some type of insight to know exactly how things move and how things work with NBA 2K that they won't give you. You know, it's not that they don't want to give it to us. It's just the fact of the matter that they just probably don't have time. They have a lot going on. The NBA season has started, and we got a new Rodney McGruder. So shout out to 2K for that. The next player we're going to go over is the rookie Scotty Bowens. Now, let me tell you a secret about this right here. Let me cut you in on the secret about Scotty Bowens. Scotty Bowens was updated again in the next-gen version, okay? So basically, the reason they didn't put Scotty Bowens from NextGen before this patch is because they were going to update it again. It's another face scan. This is a whole different face scan. The other face scan was pretty good, but they touched this face scan up and they wanted to add a lot more detail to it. You can go to the patch notes and look for yourself on the NextGen version. If you just read into what they say, if you read into the details of what they say in the deets, you would literally know. So let's go ahead and go up close. Now, one reason I know, because the hair technology is on. Like if you look at it, you move and you scroll, this hair is moving, and that's how you know it's another level of authenticity, and it's more realism with the tech when it comes to when the hair is moving. Because every player's hair does not move in this game. Like, it just doesn't work like that. It has to be new tech or a new head or a new scan for them to do that. So let's go to the intense face, and you can tell by the detail too as well. Like, it looks much more like them. The teeth are different from the last scan that were in the last gen. Well, not in the last gen, from the last scan that was in next gen. So look at it, he's going up. You can really just see everything that was updated. It does look identical to the other one before, but trust me, it's changes. You can tell. You can just tell. Like, I'll sit at this screen for hours and just look. I won't upload for a day just sitting here trying to study this stuff to get it to you guys in this best quality and get y'all the most authentic, realest information ever. So yeah, check that out. That is fire, bro. That is fire. That is fire. Another player that was on the patch notes. Well, was he on these patch notes? He is not on. Hold on. No, he's not in the current gen patch notes, but he was updated, and that's Sam Dekker. And as you can tell, this looks way more realistic. Much more quality to this. Now look at it. You can just tell off top, off the rip, like this is different. This look real. This look real. This is a scan. 2K, they're not putting everything on the patch notes. They're not putting everything on the patch notes, but like, check it out. Sam Dekker. Don't get no realer than this. Like, it's crazy. Intense. Let's go ahead and look at his face. Let's get a different, you know, emotion. Jump ball ritual. Yep. So Sam Dekker's updated. Don't want to spend too much time on him. Haters are gonna say it ain't, but Pascal Siakam was updated. Pascal Siakam was updated yesterday. He was touched up, general likeness updates, headband, just different stuff added to him in the next gen version. And as soon as that version hit, when the 2 patches hit, everything was light. I went and did a comparison. Everything is identical. So let's go ahead and go down to the SIGs. This is probably one of the biggest updates like since 2K in 2K history right now, because I mean, it took me literally an entire day to get through all this mess. It's crazy. See? Check that out right there. Yep. And it looks the same, but it's just the general likeness updates. Yep. So Pascal Siakam was updated. All right, guys. So we got Doug McDermott. Haters gonna say it wasn't updated, but Doug McDermott was touched up. This guy actually has some updates, general likeness updates, as far as from the side profile. As you can tell by a detail, it was updated. You can tell. You can just look at how the face is scrunching. Everything is just much better than the one before. Like I said, they're not gonna tell you everything. Let's go up to the intense face. You'll get to see exactly what's what. Yep. So I just wanted to go over McDermott real quick, because this is the stuff they don't put in the notes that was updated for the San Antonio Spurs. Was Derrick White. And this Derrick White was a direct port from the NextGen version, because this actually came out the last patch for NextGen, but they finally got it into this patch for current gen. So he is bearded, he does have his hair, and yeah, this is a new version. Let's go to Siggy's, go back, get you that close up real quick, and look at the side profile. Yep, this is him. You've seen this before, trust me. You've seen it before. Don't take much. I ain't have to really go over it and go too deep into detail. All right, we have Lenny Walker. General likeness updates for current gen. Lenny Walker tattoos, adjustments to the facial features, detail, assets. As you can see, tattoo on his arm. Let's go back to the Siggy, go up close. Like I said, the only thing different from current gen is these colors, like the way the color palettes look. They pop much different. So it makes like the current gen with the better graphics and better processor makes it looks like, you know, it just looks much better when you do that, when you actually go and look at it and compare them. But the tattoos, and this wasn't on the patch notes for current gen, but it was on the patch notes for next gen. So yeah, and these are how I'm finding these things, by just doing my work and double checking. So if we go to shoes and gear real quick, you'll actually see the tattoos and how they look, and it's identical to next gen. So yep. All right, so Chris Paul was updated in the current gen version. Chris Paul was actually added a headband. I don't know why Chris Paul has a headband, but he does. And yeah, this guy is updated in the game. I don't think it was any general likeness updates other than an accessory update, which is the headband. So if we go up close, you can see it. Maybe it was a glitch or some type of bug when they actually dropped this patch and it kind of knocked something off and added a headband on him. But CP3 has a headband. So I mean, I can't make this up. I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I wouldn't do it if it wasn't supposed to be like this. So yeah, all right, let's go to the next player. The next player is the rookie Trae Man, which he is on the patch notes for the current gen version. Trae Man was updated as of yesterday via patch 1.7 for current gen consoles. Let's go ahead and go in his signature and look at this guy up close. Now, one thing I'm already debating about with Trae Man is his hair. I feel like the little patch of the blonde kind of like looking dye hair, it's a little bit more in his hair, and his hair is a lot thicker and it's a lot longer than this as far as like how wide it is. But the face scan does look like it. It's dead on. It is a real scan. He was out there at the Summer League getting scanned. I can't even make this up because I've been speculating. I ain't even really been speculating. I actually know because they were out there in the rig, and I actually put the proof up on the channel in my previous NBA 2K video. So he's in. Look at the intense dunk face. You got to be happy if you're a fan of this guy to actually get him scanned in. All right. I don't think he has any tats. I don't think like a lot of these players, rookies, gets tattoos when they get inserted in via scan. I think it takes a while for them to get the rights for the tats, to add tats if they do have them. So that's probably why you don't see them right away for your favorite players. All right. The next player for OKC was Derrick Favors, which is on the patch notes. So the next player we're going to look at is Derrick Favors. He is in the patch notes for an update, and I knew it when I was looking through yesterday because you can just tell by the hair, the facial, like look at this, like the general likeness updates, the scan, the hair, the tats, like everything. They just came with it with this whole scan right here, bro. Let's go to back and let's go down. The hair is moving, so you know that's next gen tech. When the hair is moving that easy and that good, it's next gen tech dropped into current gen. Side profile, intense face. This is a really good scan, fam. Like the tattoos, I mean, this is a good one. So we got a face scan we got general likeness updates, and we got next gen tech for hair movement in the game. So we are in there like swimwear. All right, we're done with that. Let's go to the next player. Josh Giddy finally was inserted into current gen. So Josh Giddy, the same one from next gen, same tech, face scan, 2K TV Summer League, Josh Giddy scan. Let's go up close. Like I said, one of my favorites too as well. Check that bad boy out. Let's go up to intense. Yes, sir. Jump ball rituals that you can see. This guy here. So we ain't got to be on Giddy long. We ain't got to stay on Giddy long. We already know. We already seen this before, but we already know. But he's in. Finally, the actual scan and update that the community's asked for is the Stephen Curry update. Check out the hair, the beard, the subtle general likeness updates around the eyes. You got him. You got him. People were, Tico, where's Curry? Where's Curry? You got Curry. You finally got Curry. You got him in current gen. I told you he was coming. You had to be patient. You had to hold your horses. We got Stephen Curry. Check him out. Jump ball ritual, just like him. Mouthpiece, bouncing up and down. This is it. Baseline sprint. This is so fire, bro. Like, that's fire. But his hair is growing, though. That's the thing. 2K, his hair is growing out. He's getting it thicker. And the thing about the next gen version is you can change different hairstyles. So if we get another update in next gen, you can change it. You can change it to whatever Stephen Curry, whatever variation of Curry you want. So I think that's a dope thing. Let's go to look at the shoe and gear view, and let's go ahead and just look at it, spin him around. So dope. So dope. I know a lot of y'all are happy about this one. Moses Moody. Kendrick Perkins trying to say Moses Moody at the draft. Moses Moody was literally added yesterday in the patch. He's on the patch notes, as Curry was on the patch notes, and this is a direct port from next gen. It looks just like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. One of my favorites. One of my favorite renders. Some of the best quality likeness updates I've seen from 2K in a long time. And look at this right here. Side profile. Them guys is hooping too against the Lakers, man. Look at this right here. That's crazy. Check it out. And we're done with Moses Moody. Just want to let you know he's in. And then we got your boy, where your boy at? Kaminga. I don't know why he's injured. I guess he's injured for real. Okay. Jonathan Kaminga added via patch update 1.7. Current gen users. He's in the game. Check him out. Let's go down to Siggy's. All right. Yep. You can even see the ash on his lips, fam. Like, this is it. This comes from next gen, by the way. Yeah, this is a direct port as well. Can't make this stuff up. And we got some legends too. I'm not gonna add the legends in this one. I'm gonna do a separate legends and WNBA and coach video. Like, we got coaches, legends, WNBA players. I'm gonna do it separate. This video already 55 minutes. I'm gonna do it separate. Be on the lookout for it. Subscribe to the channel, man. If you don't subscribe to the channel, you're gonna miss out on all this stuff, because I actually go over everything, even things you don't see on the patch notes. So join the current GNGs, join the next GNG, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified when the videos actually drop. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at TGoesToCorey to keep up with the latest and greatest updates. And also don't forget to hit that like button. Helps us in the YouTube algorithm to get to the next level. Anywho, it's your boy Tico. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta record the next video. You heard? All right, man.